Hey, squad, this video is to help you do illustrating math. You know I love a great way for me to have a first check that you understand something is that you can illustrate it or understand it illustrating it. Seeing math is understanding math a lot of the time. So I want to show you a strategy that I hope makes a lot of sense for you for estimating the square root of 28 for you visual people. So that's not a perfect square. I'm going to show you a cool little trick. So we talked about square roots having to do with squares and area of squares and things like that, right? So if I draw like a square that's only 1, that's kind of hard to say, right? And this kind of shows me that the square root of 1 is 1. And I know that's confusing, but it'll be better when I do more. So the next perfect square is 4. So if I change this to make a square out of 4, I can use this visual to show me that the square root of 4, this has an area of 1, 2, because the length of each side is 2. And the next perfect square is 9, so I'm going to change colors again. If I add like this, now I can see square root of 9 is 3, because this has an area of 9 with representing a 9, and each side of the square is 3. The next perfect square is 16, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So now I'm up to 16, and I can see that the square root of 16 is 4. Next one would be 25. Squares, I can make an array that is a square. So the problem with 28 is, if I start building my next one, 28, before I get to my next square, right? So this shows me this is 25, shows me that square root is 5. So if I start adding the next one, I would want to go to 36, but I can't get there. I'm only going to add 3. Now I'm at 28, and it is not a perfect square, so it's going to be a messy one. But I can see from my array it's more than 5, because I started to build my 6th square. So this shows me it's like between 5 and 6. Follow me? So I'm going to want you to get some colors for this. So I'm going to have you use this strategy to show me some square roots that are on your page in Illustrating Math. And it's a nice visual way to see, okay, I can see that I can make the square here with 5s, but if I want the 28, I'm past the square root of 5, and I'm on my way to the square root of 6, which is 36. That's too many. That's just right. So that shows me that it's between 5 and 6. And also, I didn't get to my halfway point here, so it's also closer to 5, so it's a little more than 5. So I'm going to ask you to do a few square roots that same way using this strategy, nice and visual, so that I see that you understand it in a very deep and meaningful way.